Hi friends, welcome to May Inside the Creativity Box membership. This is your monthly unboxing video. This is where I kind of recap everything that came in your main creativity box for the month, and I'll also discuss what's still to come. I know you can't always jump in right away, but this at least gives you a kind of a lay of the land so you can plan how you want to tackle everything that you're getting. Now, one of the two focuses we have for the membership this year is implementation. So this video is just one more way that you can help yourself implement more of what you're getting. I want you to make the most of your investment in this membership. The other focus we have is on visibility. So that's actually the first section we're coming to here. Right here, I'm inside of May in the dashboard. So right now we have Freebie Fridays going on throughout May. So if you have not submitted for it, there's still time for you to submit. I think we have 2 more Fridays this month, and I would love to share your businesses. Now, as always, our TCB members get extra perks in any of the events we're doing this year. Now, some of them are closed off to the outside community. They are just for TCB members, but a lot of them, we also invite the outside community, and that's because it helps us with reach. It lets people know what we're doing inside of the membership. It makes a more appealing overall way for us to pull people in, so we build our lists even more. But members are always going to get additional perks. So with the Friday freebies, I get a little trouble saying Freebie Fridays or Friday freebies, but with this particular event, you're going to be listed before everyone else. Now, each week I do share different freebies. So this is open to B2C or B2B. Now, I share both of the B2B and B2C freebies with my B2B list. So that PLR girl, both sets of freebies will go out every Friday to them. Now, my B2C, my main business that's B2C, I only send the B2C freebies out to them. And that's because a lot of them aren't business owners at all, and they don't really appreciate a whole lot of promotional sharing. So I promote very differently to those two lists. I've talked about it in some of our audios, but that gives you some coverage. I'm also at the end of the month going to create a landing page, and I'm going to share it with everybody that's participated, and they can also share it, hopefully, with their audiences, and that again increases your reach. So there's still time to submit if you'd like to take part in that. Now, one of the things that our visibility opportunities this year are for is for those of you that are newer to business. If you're just starting out your list, I know it can feel really intimidating to join things like bundles and freebie shares. And quite honestly, once you get into a few of them, I think it gets easier as you go. But I want to make something that's super simple for you to get into. So I'm here if you have any questions. I want to be a resource. I try to lower a lot of the barriers for you. And I also give you those additional perks where you're going to appear higher up in an order of contributors. You're also going to be shared more via the emails. So there's a lot of ways that you're going to boost your visibility when you take place in the events that we offer inside the membership. Now, that said, of course, I encourage you to take part in events outside of the membership, but I always want to reassure you that if the event has been open to the greater community, you are still at an advantage. So a lot of times you will see that I've opened an event to the rest of the community, or at least to my subscriber list and the Facebook group. Now, the reason I do that is because it gives us a greater reach, because if those people are sharing with their lists, then we all benefit, because that's even more people that get sent to our freebie or whatever it is we're sharing. So I do often open it to the greater community, but you will always have the benefit of being a member. So we do have some upcoming bundles. I had planned to release information about those earlier in the month. It just didn't happen for me. So I will be giving you additional information for at least these 3 that are coming. We have events planned all year, but the fall winter celebration bundle, the Pick Your Passion bundle, and then we're going to be doing a B2B Q4 business and planning kind of bundle. So those will be the first that you get more information on, and I'm going to try to get those out as soon as possible. And now on to our resources. So you have 2 main templates. As always, we have an adult template and a kiddo template. Now, for some of you, you're only going to do one or the other because that's what suits your audience, and that is fine. So first, I'm going to start with the Life Admin Command Center Planner. One thing I like about this is you can really tweak this for, well, all of the planners you can tweak for your niche, but this one is really useful across the board. It's got a nice broad appeal. Pretty much anybody can make use of this, but then you can niche it down further to make it really exciting for your particular audience. So this one is just a big planner with everything you need to organize the back end of your life. I used to have a like a life admin command binder that I used. I don't use it so much anymore, but it is very, very useful. And so as you can see, you can just go through all of this, but I did create it in a very kind of black and white and gray, very neutral tones. One thing you'll see whenever we go over to our graphics is that I also created one set of digital papers that use that same black and white color palette. So if you wanted to stick with the same palette, you could, but if you wanted some additional kind of design to it, you could just use those digital papers. And then for the kiddos, we have our back to school confidence planner. Now, I did title this back to school because that was originally how I was envisioning it. I know a lot of us are, we get a little nervous when we're sending our kids into a very, like a pure-filled environment. My daughter's homeschooled, so I don't have to send her back to school per se. But anytime I'm sending her into an environment where she's going to be interacting with a lot of other kiddos, I want to make sure that she feels confident and that she feels very sure of herself and knows how to, not give into peer pressure or negative self-talk or any of that. So I created this with the idea that it was a back-to-school confidence planner, but I really think that this lends itself to an evergreen planner or even a summer confidence planner. There are so many ways to use this, and as a parent, I know that we're always looking for ways to build our kid up. So I think you can position this in a lot of different ways. So I'm excited to see what some of you create with it, and I always want you to send in your recreations of the templates you get in this membership. I love seeing them, and some of you are really good. You send them to me every month, and I love seeing that. And maybe we can work out a way to maybe make some kind of landing page or something where we can show them off to the outside community. But feel free to send me an email if that's something you'd be interested in. Now you can just go through all of this, but this is a fun one. A really fun one. And let's see, it's got safe people list. I love the idea of safe people. That's the people that your kiddo can, or the customer's kiddo can turn to whenever they need to, feel good, to bounce things off of, the people they can trust in their life. I think that's a really fun idea. And there's just a lot of things in here, so I'm not going to go into that too much. Then over here into our graphics. So we have a Painted Paradise clip art set, and then for our papers, we have Midnight Botanica papers and Mediterranean mosaic papers. Now, the Painted Paradise clip art was created, I had someone asking me for some more kind of adult themed clip art, which I think you get quite a bit of in this membership. I know a lot of memberships have clip art, but it's mostly geared towards people who create for children only. And I think this membership, that's probably one of our strengths, is we don't have clip art that only caters to a younger audience. But based on some of the things they had asked for, I created this Painted Paradise clip art for us. And then we also have these two, which I think they coordinate really well. Let me go ahead and open this up and show you. So this is the clip art. Now, I don't know why my Windows Explorer is doing all these different sizes. They're all set to extra large. I double checked the size inside of the actual images, and they are all the same size. So I don't know why it's doing this. But anyway, so you can see this is all very tropical themed. Some of these have the paint splatters behind them. Some of them don't. But I think this could work really well with the Life Admin Command Center because it's kind of a non-gender specific motif. I think the tropical is fun, so you could definitely use it for that. And really, I was looking at some of the graphics we've gotten in previous months, and there are a lot of them. You may go back and take a look at some of yours that you could slide into the Life Admin Command Center and maybe even make multiple versions of it really quickly that are just differentiated by the designs. And then we have our digital papers, and again, no idea why we have these big and small ones. These are all the exact same size, 3600 by 3600. But these are all very Mediterranean looking. They're all mosaic style. So if you want color to pop in there, but again, I think it looks really good here with these designs here. And then you've got this Midnight Botanica papers. And this is where I was saying, if you really like that monochromatic look, you could go ahead and slide these in to that Life Admin Command Center. So I think you have a lot of room to play with this graphic set. And then you've got a brand new Gidgie who knows everything about what's inside the membership, and particularly what's inside of the month. And you'll have access to her until 6:30. If you're newer to the membership, each month you get a new version of Gidgie, your implementation, GPT. You can pop in there and you can ask her, help me figure out what I can do with these templates or what templates are new in the membership, and she'll guide you through all of that. But each month, because we create a new Gidgie, it expires the following month. So that gives you time if you're not, getting things done in a week or two, that gives you the whole next month to still get those things out in time for this season if it's for a particular holiday or whatnot. So this one, May's will be gone on 6/30, just like April's will be gone on the last day of this month. Your SEO pack has been updated for May. I did a few updates inside of there. Your mini templates, which are really a bonus feature inside this membership that I've been doing for a while now, those will be coming soon. Now, I love doing the mini templates because they give me an opportunity to just get creative, kind of a creative spurt, which is kind of fun. I'm not committing to creating a whole template where I know by page 15 or 20 or 30 I may be feeling a little fatigued, or I may have to break it up over days. I can just sit down in a day and create these many templates, and it's a lot of fun for me. So I'd love to hear your feedback. If these are still useful, you're being able to use them for things like opt-ins and gifts for your subscribers or bonuses to products. But if they're things you're really able to put to use, let me know, because I would love the feedback. If nobody but me is enjoying them, then I can also turn that energy that I'm spending creating those into creating something else that would be more useful for you. So I always want you to know there's an open door to let me know what's not working for you. Now, our private audio will be up soon. We have episode 6 coming in our Growth, Visibility, and Capacity series. This unboxing video that I'm making right now will be going in right here, so you will see that. Now, I know I've talked about this before, but we have a calendar, which is always linked here. It's also linked at the very top of every Creativity Box email/newsletter that I send out, and it will lead you here. Now, these, the planner here, the G sheet here, it has tabs, which, let's see. Down here. Sorry, I had my recording screen was blocking me. But you can go here. This is April's, and you can see I have everything that was dropped and on the day it was dropped. So if you're ever wondering if you missed an email, or maybe you just don't feel like logging into the dashboard, you want to know if something has been added before you go and get into that, you can just come over here. So when something new is added to the dashboard, you're going to see it right here. And anytime I send an email, I'm going to put the subject line in here. It's not super formal, not very fancy, but it's just a really quick way for you to know what's going on. You can bookmark it and just come over here. I also include all the big links that you might want, such as if you're logged into the dashboard, if you actually have already logged in, you could click here and it'll take you right to the private audio feed. This is the regular dashboard link here. And then here are the outside links to things like becoming an affiliate, special requests. You can request templates out of this membership. If I can accommodate them, I certainly will. There's the share your business form, the ask me anything form. So this is just kind of a quick access, operational kind of calendar. Here you're going to see any kind of new events that you can apply to, or if something's currently going on, you'll see a little recap here. All right, so I just want to remind you of that resource. So when the customization video goes in and when the audio goes in, you can come right over here and you're going to see a little note in the May one that it's dropped. So I just want to make sure that everyone's aware of that. I know we've got some new members, and of course, like I said, we want you to be able to implement everything that you're getting in this membership. So I think that's it for today. If you have any questions, just send me an email. Thanks.